Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. It is time to commence the experiment.
Before starting the engine, I need to enable the power supply.
Once I do it in the right order.
The power is on. The engine cannot.
Turn the transmission on, and
The engine has started.
good. Can I leave?
The
Now
ventilation system is working.
Cool. Now, we need to remember what the next part of this experiment is. Yay me. Because the shaft has started, and we're going to want to go follow, like, where the next part of it could be done. Let's see here. Right over there. Let's see what this looks like.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Yes, that's...
From
I get
here,
that.
we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
I don't think we've found the actual window where we can see the interior to the Colonial Collection Room. Because that's where we kind of need to be, because we also need to know, like, the area... Whoops, wrong button. Where the culprit could have dropped in the poisonous caterpillars or whatever. And once we do that, that'll point us in a bit of a better direction on... Wait, did I never look at that?
These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
That is pointless. From here.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Watson, you might not want to stand, like, right under the spot.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Okay, cool. So you can see it from here. Aha! And you can see the control lever.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Which other one? The one I saw before, maybe. I played this game before, for what the life of me, I don't remember the order of things. Here. I mean, the talent's on just to show me that, probably. This is so far away, there's no way that this is the one he's talking about. Well, it could be.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
And you're gonna do it yourself!
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Well, now those caterpillars are gone forever. We can do this. And when it lets me click on it, we'll say that white shoot, which am I trying to do? This one, lack of experience. I hope that's right, unless this is another wrong deduction. These deductions have led me astray before. What now? Oh, I guess there's this. We can do that. Hamish is guilty. Now we just need to arrest Martin Hamish. That's how you know we're on the right track.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
You gonna do that yourself, or you gonna make me do it? Fine, make me do it. Oh, sweet, this is actually perfect. Go to Scotland Yard, we can go see if there really is a picture of Nazis in Inspector Lestrade's office. What do you know? But we're most fortunate that this has happened. Never have I ever found a better reason to go to Scotland Yard. Rolling. Still rolling. This is the... Never mind, we're here. Alright. Now, let's go go talk to Lestrade. Oh, man. And before I talk... Oh, you're gonna force me into a conversation.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Sometime later. Oh, dang it! Something in here caused an echo when I raised my voice. That's not good. This room must not have good acoustics for recording. What would be in an ideal room besides a recording studio to record Let's Play videos, I'd like to know. Eventually, I would like to have one. Although it'll probably just be a fancy office. Honestly, if I could just get a fancy office to do my recording work in, that would be amazing. That's like a dream. Have a beautiful office to do Let's Play work in, and then a movie room would be another dream come true. So many dreams, so little time. Hey, am I right? Or am I right? Any day now. Here we go.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
And as you will see when we get to large glass house, well, which way's the large glass house? I forgot. Well, let's just look around and see what we can see. Is it this one? That's just an area. This place is big and confusing, and I may have unknowingly took a longer way to get to where I need to go. Are you it? That's a seed house. What about you? What's in here? Just a path. Alright, so that's where it was. Ah! Back! Back! Back, Watson! Back! As I try and navigate my place through this miserable maze. We will get there eventually. I just, for the life of me, don't remember where the large glass house is. That's the seed house again. Yep. So, of course, the large glass house is on the other side of Watson, if he'll move so kindly. Thank you. In here. And here. I know this is the desert place. Well, come on! Music stars, maybe we're on the right track. Colonial Collection Room. I really should consult the map. Yeah, because I'm lost. Very, very lost.
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
He was hung, that's all there is to know. Okay, Watson. I'm walking into the sink, looking at the bricks of this wall. I'm walking into the sink. Please don't call me a fool too late. Let's investigate the body. Over
mark around
the
the neck
hills
is
and
very visible.
everywhere.
He died
Sorry, Holmes, I'm talking over your voice. Hope you do not mind. That's what subtitles are for. Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. And what else we got? Your feet.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Okay, why is that? Ah, let's seduce. Clubfoot and Hamish's confession. Down here. Hamish acted alone, did he? Just talk to Lestrade and let's find out. You stopped walking into the wall. Good for you. Whoops, that's backwards.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Thank you for taking me there and not making me walk.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Okay. So. And this is not an image. Okay, so if you hover over each thing, you will get, like, telling you what they are. And then you need to assemble this timeline according to the way it should be. So this one should go in the green column at 9:30. I'm doing this partly on memory, partly on... I hope I'm reading this right. This one goes to 9:50 in the blue. This one goes to 9:40 in the blue. This one goes to 9:50 in the yellow, I believe. This one... Miss White... Oh, phooey. Miss White is talking. That's at 10 o'clock. Joins is at 10:40. Poisoned at 10:30. Returns after talking to Miss White at 10:10. And last but not least, this also is at 10:10. Let's hope that's right.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
There is only one option. Let's connect the rest of this. this one's, it would be Albert is not involved. And then we can do this one. And we can say that White had time. Because, oh, did she have plenty of time. So now we get to the conclusion that White is an accomplice. Okay, so we can choose to absolve or condemn. I'm going to continue along the absolving path. Because of stuff I know that's coming.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
I am not blaming you, Miss White. You are a young and brilliant woman, trapped in a dull and hostile world. Life has never been easy, men in particular.
You... It is hopeless.
Indeed. Well, it may be true that I cannot yet change the world, but I can spare your life.
My life. There is nothing left to save. I have lost everything. Do you hear me? Everything! And you were just like all the others. You would abuse and take advantage of a vulnerable woman.
I hardly think so. Now just listen to me.
I've tried so hard, but I have had enough.
Miss White, no! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna check the conclusion. That is correct. So we're gonna go ahead and accept the decision. Why do we have to have the cue guard, like the Divine Syndicate music playing on the screen? Whatever. Yes, so apparently we have a big heart. People, oh, wow, okay. 91% of people solved the case the same way I did, but only 23 made the same moral choice. I'm not sure how that makes me feel. Let's go.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson,
We have. Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, 'cause I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Haha, not so fast. We have things to do. One thing I need to mention, if I don't think I have had talked about this, I didn't even know about this, like,
Hello, Toby.
I should have mentioned a long time
All you
ago.
need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
because the fact is, if you pet Toby in every single case, you get an achievement. I didn't know that till now, so apologies for not telling you sooner. Let's just read the toast. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Now we're done just gonna thank us. Now, we need our hat. And then we'll be off to Whitechapel. Half Moon Street to be exact. It's like 3, right? 4. 5. Come on, where is it? Number 7? 8? There we go, it's number 8. It's been a while since I've had to set that, thanks to time. Alright. And now we're gonna head on down to Half Moon Street. The yard can wait. I really just want to get to Half Moon Street because there's nothing I want to do if we have the time. Which I'm looking at the clock now, we might barely get to talk about it. Okay, let's head down the street. Why would you orient me that way if I can? It's this. It's right here. Half Moon Street. Oh boy, isn't it dark and scary.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Indeed. So,
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
don't you just love when they do little things like that?
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Hey, at least that's something consistent.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Oh, one more thing.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Sounds just like what a customer service rep would say at the end of a call. And that's all the time we have for today. Unfortunately, we don't get to show the trick I wanted to show. But next time on Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, we're going to go track down a couple witnesses and ask for their accounts. See you guys then.